Hello everyone, Free the Prinny's back again here, and we are in Monstro Town. What are we doing here? We're gonna fight a super boss. Hello, who might you be? Culex, huh? Yeah, I'm here to accept your challenge. Now fight me in real life, bro. On guard. For boss time, against Culex himself. You'll notice in the background the music is from Final Fantasy, so that's pretty awesome. I mean, Square and Nintendo did both have their hand in this game, so... Alright. Culex, nothing too crazy about him right now. We're going to go ahead and Geno boost up the princess here for a tactic that I'm going to employ here. Wow. Existential, man. Oh boy. Now he's going to summon 4 elemental crystals. The fire, water, earth, and wind crystals here. Now, our goal is to destroy these crystals and Culex, which could take a little while, but... I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve for dealing with this guy. Now, you'll notice, first and foremost, he hits Geno super hard. There's not really much I can do to mitigate the damage on Geno right now, except maybe a Geno boost, but the princess's main goal in this fight is going to be to keep Geno alive. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show off what happens when you Geno boost somebody and use a rock candy here. Instead of doing 200 damage to all enemies, it actually does 300, which is amazing. And you'll also notice we got a freebie, so we want to keep that train going. Now, the wind crystal is actually weak to jump, which is why it's gone now. I'm going to go ahead and have Geno here heal up with a max mushroom. Mainly, he's here to just keep the Geno boost going, and you'll see what I mean by keeping it going soon enough. But, yeah, I mean, I could have brought Mallow along. In hindsight, I think bringing Mallow might have been a more appropriate choice, because he can... deal damage to all the enemies as well with some of his spells like Snowy or Star Rain. And bringing Bowser, while he can deal more damage, probably not the greatest idea because his Mega Defense is kind of low compared to everybody else's, so probably not the greatest choice, especially since all of these attacks are mostly magical. Wow, 2 freebies in a row. Talk about lucky on this boss fight. Now, you'll notice with the Wind Crystal being gone here, these other crystals are actually holding their own quite well, unfortunately. That's because they actually have quite a huge chunk of HP. The Earth Crystal, or the Wind Crystal, for some reason, does not. Now, every 3 turns or so, I believe, Culex will use the Shredder ability, and what that does is that basically gets rid of all of your buffs on your party. So the Geno boost that the princess had right now is now gone. So, using rock candies now would deal the normal 200 damage. You'll notice that Geno's still getting targeted pretty hard. I don't know what it is with the enemies in this game, but they sure love to pick on Geno. Let's give this guy a little bit of therapy and bring him back to his senses. Alright, Mario's just going to continue attacking with physical attacks here, because that's just what he does, honestly. He's just literally going to be the main source of damage when it comes to individual targeting. Now, in this thing, I decided to Geno boost Geno himself here. That way it'll boost his defenses so he can actually take more hits. And he'll now be switching roles to Rock Candy user. And it's probably a good thing I did what I did, because you'll notice that this hits pretty hard. 80 damage. Alright, Mega Drain. Missed Geno, thankfully. Luckily for us, because Geno has that feather accessory equipped, he can actually evade hits a little bit easier. But yeah, the princess is really only here to keep the party alive, so she's gonna constantly provide therapy to Geno. Ask him how his day was, the weather, all that stuff, his love life, I don't know. Whatever it is that dolls that are brought to life by stars have going on in their life. I mean, it's very fitting that he's the one using the rock candies now. Now this attack, this one can hit pretty hard. As you'll notice, Mario actually takes a pretty big chunk of damage there. But that's alright. Alright, here we go. Fire crystals chipping in with some flame attacks. There you are. Hit the wrong target though, buddy. A blast hits pretty hard, but luckily Geno once again evades. Alright, everybody bring it in for a group hug here. Gotta get everybody top off. Nothing's better than a hug from the princess, right, Mario? Wink wink, nudge nudge. Almost out of rock candies though, so we'll have to switch up our tactics a little bit. But who knows, maybe we'll pop a couple freebies. Oh, there it is. The obligatory Shredder. So now we're going to have to reapply the buff to Geno, which is going to unfortunately cost us a turn, but it's worth it. Anything to keep Gino alive longer. Pretty sure the majority of this episode is actually just going to be the super boss fight, so hope you guys are enjoying this ride. Probably not the most exciting episode, but hey, gotta do it, right? Take out that super boss. Alright, it's 2 crystals down. And you'll also start to notice that the more crystals that are destroyed, the weaker Culex starts to get, it would seem. At least, I seem to notice that. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but it just feels that way to me. Alright, because we get like an attack like this. Meteor Blast right here. Only does 20 damage to Gino. I know he was Gino boosted, but I still feel like that should do more than 20 damage. I mean, I could be wrong, I don't know. But, pretty much the fire and the water crystals here won't be able to do too much as long as they're not targeting Gino. Gonna go ahead and top Gino off again. There you are. Got plenty of FP to do it, so I'm not too worried about that. Worst case scenario, we get a little low and we pop a royal syrup. Alright, last rock candy. Here we go. Make it count. Poof. Oh, and we got a freebie. Nice. Although, now that we're down to just Culex and the Fire Crystal, I'm not too sure it's worth using the rock candies anymore. I do believe we're going to switch over to physical attacks now. Because the Fire Crystal should not have too much HP left, so that's nice. Alright, everybody, go all out on him. Alright, there's our obligatory Shredder again. Although I'm not 100% sure if I decide to apply the Geno boost again, because at this point, the Fire Crystal doesn't have too much going for it. And then Culex himself isn't too tough to beat on his own. Oh, and there you go. All the crystals are down now. We'll go ahead and apply the boost anyways, just to be safe. Because Culex does have a nasty physical attack, as you see there. He actually managed to deal a little bit more damage to the princess. But that's fine, because now that he doesn't have his crystals anymore, he doesn't really have too much going for him. A few magical attacks, the Shredder, and the physical attack. He targets the wrong person with the Flamestone. That's not going to help him very much, so only a matter of time before Culex himself goes down. Alright. Keep it up, everybody. There it is, Shredder again, but by this time we should almost have him, so go ahead and deal the final blow, princess. Nope, apparently not. Who gets the final hit? Place your bets, viewers. Place your bets. Oh no, another Meteor Blast. Here we go. Missed the other two. 1 damage to the princess. And with that, Culex is down. And you'll also notice we're now hearing Final Fantasy fanfare, so I'll let you enjoy that for a little bit. And then I'll be right back. Alright. And hey, look. Princess gets a level up. Nice. You have been bested, sir. What is my reward? Oh, nice. I get a treasure of some sort. Ah, that's kind of meta. And we receive the Quartz Charm from Culex. Pretty decent accessory. But now that we've got Culex done and over with and out of the way, all that stands between us and saving the world is Smithy. Let's find out what happens on the next episode, Prinny Squad.